Hello there. Today it is the dynamic duo coming from you live. Not really live, just joking. Anyway, today we're covering The Penguin episode 5. If you've not seen the past reviews of all the other episodes, go back and watch them first to come here and then do this one. And if you've not been watching the show, get the fuck out because there will be plenty of spoilers and I don't want you getting a good show ruined for you because I know fine well when somebody leaks or somebody spoils something for me, I'm not the biggest fan of it. So, going forward, anyway, so episode 5. This one starts off with a banger, but beforehand, we do have a quick recap that me and Danny have to go over from episode 4, which is the gas. Or episode 3.
Yeah, episode 4.
Yeah.
She basically gasses her whole entire family. Like, she sits down and basically just confronts the family on, hey, you guys screwed me over. You guys didn't show up to my jail cell. The only person that showed up was my brother. You guys showed up for to his funeral when I needed you guys the most. So screw all you guys. And yeah, you guys want me to leave? Guess what? I ain't leaving. You guys are gonna leave. So,
Mm-hmm. So, going into episode 5. So, this starts off with a banger, I would say. Obviously, it continues on from episode 3 before we done the flashback. And so, basically, Oswald is with Vic. The car's all torched. And he's like, she's figured it out. Okay, cool. He's got his main goons coming to come pick them up. He's like, right, you know what? Look at this idiot on Instagram, on TikTok Live, no less. So this is what I found funny. I never thought I'd see the day that TikTok would make a cameo in fucking Batman, but here we are.
Yeah.
So, he's like, look at this idiot from the Maroney family, which is the son of the Maroney family. And unfortunately, let's just say the Maroney kid does not have a good tattoo session. Let's just put it as we say. Oswald rolls up like a badass, starts shooting people.
He's waddling too.
Jamming to his headphones. Him waddling in, boom, boom, boom.
He's waddling me like
and then and basically everybody gets taken out. They're like, "You're coming with me." The guy's like, "I'm not coming with you. You're messed up. You don't know my family." And he's like, "Oh, shut up, bitch." I just basically
I already know all your family.
Sparks him out, kidnaps him, goes back to Sal, and Sal's like, "You stole my kid," and he's like, "But no, you stole my drugs first. So technically speaking, this is fair." And he's like, "Oh hell no,
this is
you
fair.
do not mess with my family." And he's like, "Okay, whatever, Sal."
Yeah. He's basically just saying, like, listen, you give me back my drugs, I give you back your son. Point blank, period. That's just the way of the family, the mob. That's just like, that's the code. Like, everybody knows this. Oh, exactly. Man, Oz is just a total badass, man.
Oz in this one is a straight up psycho, man. Like, it's so good. Like, because he knows that they've caught on to him betraying them, he's just went all out, balls to the wall, stole the kid. Obviously, he tries to do the exchange for drug sort of deal. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to plan.
We forgot one thing. He finds out that the Falcons actually all got killed on national TV. Like, that's how he finds out. He's like, "Oh snap! Okay, now I really got to readjust my plans." Now, like, now he got to rethink. Okay, the Falcons are dead. Sophia's in charge of everything, and she hates me. Like, I can't go back. So I got to reassess. We got to get up out of here, Vic. We got to go. Like, we have to get this thing done.
And obviously, there's the sweet bonding moment between him and Vic. He was like, "Sorry, I almost left." He's like, screw that, man. You were there when it was most important. It's cool. Me and you, homeboys till the end, till the death. And I hope that's not them planting the seed for Vic to be off. But these shows, they probably will do it near the end. And I hope they don't because Vic's a good character. Keep him in the show, please. But anyway, then obviously they go to do the handoff. And this is by far the most gruesome scene, but the most badass scene I've ever seen of Oz. They try to do the handover. Obviously, it doesn't go to plan because they try to screw him over. Dude legitimately torches Sal's wife and son. And fire, it just sits there and watches it like it's nothing.
And he smiled too. he smiled too.
Mhm.
He's like,
And I'm like,
"Don't
damn,
fuck with
what
me,
the
bruh."
hell? Like, this is the most nefarious penguin I've seen. Maybe other than maybe Gotham, but this penguin is all about that life, bro. Like, there is no
Yeah,
underestimation for me in any sense, the shape, or the
he's
form.
Tony Soprano, bro. He's
He
basically
is.
Tony
He's so
Soprano, my
Tony.
guy.
He just doesn't care. And it's like, damn, what the hell, man? Like, that's brutal. And then obviously, but obviously then, after that, he basically just straight Sal breaks out of jail and he's like, "Oh, you don't
Yeah,
know who you're messing with." And the dude straight up goes, "Huh, phone your wife, see if she answers." It's like, dude, like
Chancellor.
what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Dude,
what?
and I still love the fact that Clancy Brown, aka Mr. Krabs, aka Lex Luthor, is like one of the main villains in here. Like, is
Mhm.
when you messing with Mr. Krabs money, you messing with Mr. Krabs family. Oh, you best to believe we gonna meet up when I see you. Like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
just call your wife, bro. See how you is. Oh man, dude, this
Obviously, your
show right
favorite
here.
Nightwalker is also in here as well. She's constantly arguing with Oz that he's in over his head, and she don't want no part in this game, and all the mobster sort of storylines.
Yeah,
Uh, Not only that, this episode is just hands down probably my favorite one because Oz feels like Oz. He's starting to get to where we want him to be. The
the
formidable
penguin.
foe. He's the penguin. He is
Yeah,
the penguin. He's not Oswald
yeah,
anymore. He's not the runner around for the Maronis or the Falcons. He is now becoming the penguin we know and love. And it's so good because it's such a slow build, but it's not a slow bad build. It's so good.
yeah,
This is what you need to keep doing, DC. DC, if you keep
yeah,
this up, you will have us hooked for the next few years. Keep up on it. So please, if somebody
yeah,
sees this video, send it to the DC execs or somebody in DC so they can see this, so we can get more of this.
yeah.
Keep Matt Reeves at the helm and keep James Gunn if you want. And hopefully they too could just be the mastermind of the greatest DCU we could have ever gotten, because this is what we need. The storytelling, the layers, the characters, it's so good.
Yeah,
And this is the sort of stuff that you want to see. Not stuff that you don't want to see and it's just feeling forced anymore. Like, it's a hard show to not love. And if you've not watched it,
yeah,
go out and watch it. Trust me, it is worth the watch, because this episode alone has got such a high score from me that when we get to the scores, you'll see what I'm saying. Because the storyline from them going from him just being, the sneaky conniving guy in the background to going full blown penguin and starting to make his
yeah,
way to becoming even bigger and doing this stuff to muck around both families is unbelievable. And then obviously the big shadow in the room, when it comes down to it,
it's my girl,
the girl
Sophia.
comes back and goes, "You know what, Sal? He betrayed my ass. Me and you have to team up, have to get revenge together." And you're like, "Oh shit, here we
Hold on,
go."
hold on. Before we do that, man, you skipped one of the most best
Oh,
parts
sorry.
ever, bro. When she literally walks in, like when the Mr. Simpleton, like basically becomes her puppy dog or whatever. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he trying to be in the good graces. He loves her too much, man. Like you can tell, your friend
Mm-hmm.
zone, my guy. It's all good, you know. But like Oval, like she basically gets her revenge on her uncle because she basically becomes the hangman now. She's the one in charge. The Falcones are gone. They're dead.
Mm-hmm.
She's a gigante or whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
she is the hangman. She got the fur coat. She got the cigarettes. And the number one thing is, whatever you ever do, do not interrupt Sophia, or else you will die.
Yeah. This is what I'm
she
saying.
made
Like,
she
we've
made it
got.
clear.
This
She
is what I'm
made
saying.
it clear.
This is what I'm saying, though. We've got a badass male character that's actually badass and has actually got an edge to him. We've got a badass female character written well, written for a female, not written for a guy who's supposed to be 600 pounds and a female who's 150 pounds. It is on the money. Vic, the greatest disabled sidekick from a long time. this is what you need. If you want to do stuff like that, do it like this. Because at least it's not just the focal point, it's just a part of their story. And it works. And the
Yeah,
fact that we're getting all of this from one show, I'm arguing this is getting up there with Cobra Kai for me. Because, like, at least people are not arguing about this show. This show has everybody loving it. Unfortunately, our main man, RJ the GOAT, Strahan, wasn't able to make these videos. But I know that that dude is damn well enjoying this show, and I know fine well if he's seen episode 5,
dude,
that dude is loving it.
I'm gonna I'm gonna keep it a buck, dude. This already passed Cobra Kai in my opinion. Like I
Mm.
like Cobra Kai, but you know, like it. Yeah, this show is better. Like story wise, plot wise, character wise, like you know. And then again, it's a show that everybody's actually starting to have fun with again.
Mm.
Like, shout out to my friends in the Discord from the GCA and for the homies. Man, we were like literally just contemplating, like, you know, just trying to figure out like, yo, man, what's gonna be next? Like, we're trying to predict what's gonna happen next because you know, we're all Batman fans and we love the system, even though sooner or later, and I don't know if you'll agree with this, sooner or later, like they're gonna have to mention Batman some point throughout the whole entire show. As much
Mm.
as I love this show, like, come on, dog. We gonna pretend like Batman don't exist, something that, like, come
Well,
on, dog.
remember, there's
You have
still
to at
a
least
good
mention
few
once.
episodes left. There's still a good few episodes
Yeah, we
left, so
got
you
three.
know fine well.
We got three. Yeah,
So
we got
that's
three
a
or whatever.
handful of episodes. So even if we get a brief mention or even a wee brief cameo of Bruce Wayne just going, hi Oswald, and it's gonna be like, da, da, da. Son, give us
It's like,
something.
let me ask you this: how you feel about Oz's mom? Like, do you think she's gonna make it or whatever, or like,
The way I see it, right, is the thing that makes Oswald the Penguin is that someone, be it Sophia, be it Sal, as revenge gets his mother, but by proxy of doing that, the Penguin is born. He goes all out, goes, fuck, nah, screw
yeah,
this, and just torches everybody and goes, nah, this is my city. And then that's when it comes into the play where they could have a mention of, oh, Oswald, you need to be careful. You're getting very high up there now. What about the Batman? And he's like, ha, already ran in with him. Not that impressive.
yeah,
And then, you know, you get
not
like
that
maybe a
impressive.
Batman, like Batman sitting looking down at him with like binoculars, being like,
Yeah,
ah, okay, Oz, I see you. I see you.
yeah, that's basically what I was saying with some of my friends on my other podcast or whatever. Like, I was like putting up the scenario. I could see like in episode 8 or whatever, where like you know what you could see the winter is coming or whatever. You just see like Oz with the top hat. He has his little cigar. He
Mhm.
has his like umbrella or whatever, and like he's just looking through the window, and you just see a cape like running through or whatever, and basically just saying like, "I'm watching you, fool." Like just to believe, like you ain't slick. I got you or whatever. Like you don't even have to show Batman, but just let us know that Batman has always been watching. Like he's been in the dark. It's just like you know being a bat, just being calculated. Of
Being in the
dun
shadows,
dun
the
dun
man in the
dun.
shadows, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Like, this is
yeah,
what we need, man. Like, this is a show that I'm proud to call a show. You know, it's the only
yeah.
show right now that can keep my attention. Other than one other show that we've been watching that doesn't come back until 2025, and I'm gutted because it's taken ages. But anyway, let's get on to the rating of this thing. For me, solid 9.7 for this episode. I love it. If they keep going this way, the last episode could be a 10 out of 10 rating. And for us to give a show a 10 out of 10 rating, you know, fine
It's
well,
hard, man.
you know that it's got to be something. So, Danny, how about yourself? What do you rate this episode?
Oh, man, dude, I keep like the score keeps on going up, and you know how like stingy when I feel about my scores, man. When it comes to this pop culture game, man, I'm gonna give it like either 9.5 or 9.7. It's one of those, man. The
Mm-hmm.
story is
Yeah,
on point. The characters are on point. like everybody's not cringe. You know,
Mhm.
they're maintaining the mobster stuff and like the realism of Batman. Dang man, like this show is really good. I already said to myself that like once it comes out on Blu-ray, I'm buying it day one, man.
Mhm,
I want
mhm.
this show so
Me too.
badly in my physical media collection, so badly. Like,
Yeah,
oh
no, me
man,
too, man. Me
dude.
too. We've got to, man. We just gotta. But anyway, guys, that has been another fantastic episode of the Dynamic Duo. So make sure you punch that like button in the face. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and put that little ding-a-ling bell on so you get notified anytime these twats upload. If you like the content, if you don't, ah well, just coming back for more. Anyway, we shall see you guys in the next video.